Welcome to problem 417. So in this problem, we consider two stochastic variables, x1 and x2. So what we assume about x1 and x2, first and foremost, is that they are independent, and we denote that by this symbol here. Then we assume that x1 is log normal distributed with parameters mu1 and sigma 1 squared, and x2 is also log normally distributed with parameters mu2 and sigma 2 squared. So the subscripts denote that these are the parameters for the first stochastic variable, and these below are the parameters for the second stochastic variable. Then we're asked to find two things. We're asked to find the mean of x1 multiplied by x2. So exercise goals. We're asked to find the mean of the product. And then after that, we're asked to find the mean of x1 divided by x2, i.e. the quotient. How do we do this? Well, first of all, we notice that x1 and x2 are independent. So what do we know about stochastic variables that are independent? Well, what we know about them is that they satisfy a number of very nice properties, one of which is, so just in general, if we have two stochastic variables, y and z, that are independent, then the mean of their product is equal to the product of their means. So that's one rule that we can remember. Another rule that's good to remember is that if two stochastic variables are independent, well then any transformation of each of them will also be independent, in the sense that if y and z are independent stochastic variables, then f of y will also be independent from g of z for functions f and g. So where f and g are functions. And these are really nice properties, because that also means that if y and z are independent, then any transformation of the two, any transformations of the two will also be independent. So any mean of the transformations multiplied together can also be split up. So we're going to use this when we solve this exercise, and I guess that probably the only last thing that is good to have is some considerations around about log normally distributed random variables, but that kind of belongs more to part of the problem solution, so we will take that in the next video.